I'm appalled.
I'm a Baptist. I'm shocked at that. Oh, wait a minute. My Jamal Jenkins boy. Nigger. I'm appalled. Lord, not know what I'm speaking with to me, sir. They don't have to fucking speak to me.
You know we live, right?
Yeah, we live now, Mike.
Live with them whores, chicks and tenders.
This dude is stupid, bro.
Oh, he coming for him. And that's still a fame.
And we're live here at the Fort Valley Boys. This is the Fort Valley Boys show, live on Facebook, brought to you by StreamYard. Of course, we are brought to you by BuyNiceShirt.com, AutoZone, Get in the Zone, AutoZone, and Henny and Coke, the dark liquor. Got my guys with me, Tony, Shot. Jamal Jenkins is making an appearance. Damon Ramble and Todd. Fellas, what's the business? What's the business?
What's poppin'?
What's up? What's up? 22.
The tomfoolery. You got a lot
See
of
the church up in the old gym. 22.
Time is
Hey, rest in peace, man. I just heard, man. Rest in peace, Coolio. Coolio just passed, man. Rest in peace.
Man, we need a producer, man.
All right, so let's get the thing started. Want to get our wishes, our well wishes, and prayers go out to those that's being affected by Hurricane Ian. Make sure you stay safe and all that good stuff. Somebody mute their phone right quick. We got a lot of football we got to get into, so we're gonna start with college football. Just talk about what your takeaway for the past weekend and your Heisman front runners right now. I'm gonna start with Tony.
My Heisman front runners.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, Bryce Young. I mean, those are the top two. The boy from Tennessee, I forgot his name.
Any Henderson or something?
He in the mix. And believe it or not, I'm glad. Matter of fact, I'm glad he showed his face. You know, I'm glad he popped up on the show. Believe it or not, I'm saying Stetson Bennett. He in the top 5.
Hey, them haters, man, don't say that too loud.
He definitely in the conversation.
You got haters in here, Tony. Be careful. Haters in here, dog. Hey, say Frank Gore too, Tony. Shit, say him too.
Boy, you shut up.
All right, Ty, go ahead and give us your top Heisman candidates right now.
I mean, CJ Stroud, you know, you got Stetson Bennett. Let me see who else out there, you know. They're really the main two right now. Everybody else, they on the outside looking in if they make some kind of Heisman really moment this early in the season. So, in the two right now.
I guess everybody gonna say the same thing. I'm guessing, right? CJ Stroud and Bryce Young.
For the most part, them top two.
Pretty much.
Got a couple more guys, Fade. Caleb Williams at USC.
I was like Caleb Williams, old boy from Tennessee.
But they got to make some Heisman moments in a big game for them to get in that conversation.
Hooker's the quarterback you think about, Tony, from Tennessee. Anatole just hit that up.
Hooker, yeah, that's him. He balling. He had a defining moment. He had a big game against Florida, man. So, definitely he did his thing. Boy looked nice. That was really my first time watching that game. I seen the highlights, but no, I watched that Tennessee Florida game. He nice with it.
I got one for you that everybody bringing up. I don't believe though. Deion's son, everybody want to bring him up, but I'm like, he don't play that kind of competition. So they try to start a competition for him.
Hey, Tiny Head, about 20 years ago, we had an FCS quarterback that was a Heisman finalist, Steve McNair.
6,000 total yards. 6,000 total yards, 56 touchdowns. He's not on that level right now. 1,400 yards, don't put you in that conversation.
I'm gonna tell y'all a sneaky Heisman pick right now. If he keep doing what he doing, and that's Blake Corum, the running back from University of Michigan. He ran for 240, I think, last week or the week before, and he had 5 touchdowns one week too. So Blake Corum and he'll sneak on in there now. Michigan keep winning.
You got to do it against Ohio State, though. You got to be against Ohio State. You got to show up.
All right, so now we got the formalities out of the way. What are y'all takeaways from this past weekend, Damon?
I was shocked to see the Canes lose the way they lost. I was shocked by that. But, before the show, Tiny Head brought up a few good points he probably going to bring up. I'll let him bring them up. I was really shocked about the Canes. CJ Stroud, if you give him time, he going to pass for damn near 60 touchdowns because he got the receiving core to do it. Marvin Harrison Jr. look like he going to be a beast if he keep going what he going. That team defensively has come up. They hired the new D coordinator, so I'm looking for Ohio State probably to go back to the playoff this year. But CJ Stroud looks very impressive. Very, very, very impressive. I know it was a Wisconsin team, but very impressive.
Yeah, first game against Notre Dame, he was shaky, but he's looking real strong right now. He looked like the front runner to me. Shot, go ahead.
For my Heisman people, obviously, it's pretty much a 2-man race for that. Then whenever Will Anderson had one of his 4-5 sack days, he'll probably jump back up in the mix. He'll be there. So it's about who's going to get invited. C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young. I'm going to throw in 2 players, though. Michael Phoenix Jr. over there at Washington. He's got the numbers right now. And the kid, Rashi, he's playing at SMU. And I'm only mentioning him. He got the numbers, but, honestly, the numbers don't really mean nothing to me. I look at, you had a measurables to play on Sunday. And that kid is 6'2", probably about 200 pounds. I don't know what his speed is, but he looked good. He got about 5 or 6 touchdowns, 600 yards in 4-5 games. So he's gonna he looks like a pro prospect to me. Those are the ones I got. As far as the upsets, obviously Miami, wet the bed, badly. Then you got Michigan State. I think Anatolia or Kevin, somebody just mentioned that in the chat. Those were the ones that kind of shocked me this weekend.
All right, Mr. Atwater.
Pretty much Miami. The Miami game on how, Middle Tennessee State from start to finish kind of ran that game. I don't know. And, we got Tiny Head and Ratio on here. They can talk more about the mishaps down in Miami. The Florida-Tennessee game was a whole lot better than what I expected. I kind of thought Tennessee was going to just run through Florida, and it came down to pretty much the last throw in the Florida-Tennessee game. So, as a Georgia fan, and Tony maybe can elaborate a little bit more, it's a little bit more concern, maybe more for Tennessee than Florida. I think Tennessee could possibly be a challenge to the Dogs, but Miami, man, me and Ratio have been talking recruiting and Miami football for the last 15, 16 years, man. And I know, well, let me just say this. I know this century from 2000 to now, Miami has had, 4 or 5 head coaches in the last 20-something years. So we just waiting for them to get it going. And I know what people are going to say. We got to give Mario time to get his players in there. But, we saying that for every coach that come in the door at Miami. We said it for Randy Shannon. We said it for Al Golden. We said it for Mark Richt. Like, okay, when is that light bulb going to go off for the Canes again? And the good thing about this for Miami, these games don't affect them still possibly winning the ACC. That's the flip side of this. If they can get it together and turn it on, Miami still could win I forget what, I guess Atlantic or whatever, and still play for the ACC title. But losing to Middle Tennessee State like that, man, that was when you playing a Group of 5 school, you can lose maybe 41-38. You really ain't supposed to lose at all. You can lose a close one, but when you get manhandled like they did, man, that's, I don't know. I'm gonna turn Tiny Head ratio on that one, man. I'll let them get the flow on what's going on with the Canes.
Go ahead, Tiny Head.
The problem I seen with it was, first off, was the quarterback situation. Van Dyke is not the guy for the system they run. You know, he looked all out of sorts all season long. We was hoping though, like maybe it just started slow. But once Garcia came in, the team looked much better. The second problem I seen was the defense didn't make adjustments. There's no way you get beat deep like that the whole game and you don't make any adjustments. That's just like the Texas A&M game. Mario and his coaching staff are not getting the job done. There's certain things they got to do with the coaching staff with the game that they're not doing. So I don't know if they don't trust the players, they don't trust each other, but the coaching staff got to get the job.
Going back to the chat real quick. Corey Green says Clemson's comeback was almost the upset. Wake Forest had him on the ropes, and DJ Uyagalele pulled it out for him in double overtime. Shots producer he always have to be slick. He always had to be slick in the mouth. Right there. Oh, also Folk Valley winning shot me. We expect nothing less, Anatoly. We expect nothing less. We 5-0. 5-0.
Hopefully we'll go 5 over the weekend.
Mario Johnson, K-State always give Oklahoma problems. Clemson and Wake played a great game. And Mark Neal, that's who Shots talking about. Mark Neal. All right, you tagging somebody. All right, let's get to some picks for this week for college football. I'm gonna put them up on the ticker. Alabama, Arkansas. That's gonna be the first. That's gonna be one SEC game, big game. Alabama, Arkansas. Tony, who you got?
Alabama.
Tony,
I think that's gonna be the consensus.
Is there anybody picking Arkansas?
Why hell no?
Roll damn tide.
Roll damn tide. That fight.
With Ole Miss, Kentucky. That's been good one. Mike.
Ooh, boy. That's in Ole Miss, right?
I believe it's at Ole Miss, if I remember correctly.
Oh, good gracious. I'm going Ole Miss.
Shot.
Is that popcorn ceiling?
No, look more like. No. Oh.
No.
No, I don't think it's popcorn ceiling.
It's like a Hampton Bay fan, right?
Man, answer the damn question.
Why is the fan on the screen?
Because I'm holding a certain way. What they got to do with your question?
Man, Faye, let me know when we're going to get professional around here. We looking at Hampton Bay fans around here like what? It's not even a halogen light bulb. It's a regular light bulb.
You want to buy one?
Cut his
Anyway,
mic.
you asked me a question, Faye. I apologize. Go ahead. I was thrown off by
Miss.
a Hampton Bay fan.
Ole Miss and Kentucky. Who you got?
I got Kentucky.
Okay.
Anatoly said he like Arkansas, man.
Yeah,
He said he like Arkansas, then he said he like Kentucky.
Anatoly tripping, man.
Kevin got Kentucky too.
Got it. Tony, who you got?
Kentucky.
D. Roundel.
I got Kentucky.
Tiny Head.
Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with everybody else. Might as well.
I had Ole Miss now. I had Ole Miss.
Yeah. I got you. I got your Ole Miss on now. Corey Green said Kentucky by 6.
So why is this ticker at this? First of all, I love the way the comments come up at the bottom because not everybody can see what everybody typing. But why is it picking and choosing? Like, what's the delay like? I'm just asking. Because I put my comment up there, I ain't see it. Like, I want to be seen.
I see you got to scroll back up. It's up there. It say I just want to see how the comment ticker
Oh,
works.
it is up there. Okay.
Yeah, you can see everybody
and everything. Okay.
Yeah, you can see.
Okay,
you can see all the. Yeah, you can see all the comments. I just highlight the ones that's been said. Like I could put right here. I could change from my end. Like right now.
Oh, you the one controlling that.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, okay, I see what. Can you change Atwater background?
I don't have that control. I don't have that type of control. Go ahead.
All right, cool. No problem.
Get bucked in the club, roll in the hood, get stuck in the club.
Next game, Utah, Oregon State.
You really should have went with Washington, UCLA. Them two undefeated team in the Pac-12. But I digress. I'm going Utah.
Wait, we're gonna keep it professional. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it professional.
Did you say I diet? Or digress?
Yes, I digress.
Oh, okay. Can you?
All right, go ahead, Shot. Who you got?
Out of who? Was it UCLA, Utah, or the other one? I don't know.
Utah, Oregon State. Utah, Oregon State.
You can get booked.
Ooh, I'm gonna go. Who's home?
Who's home, Mike? I think it's Oregon State.
I think Oregon State at the crib.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Oregon State.
Tony.
It's gonna be a good game, man. But I'm gonna go with Utah.
Tiny hit.
Utah.
D. Randall.
Utah.
I'm gonna go Oregon State because they gave USC a scare last week, so I'm gonna take my chance with them. They do for upset. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's everybody right there. Let's see who's next. Baylor and what is that? Oklahoma State. 2 ranked teams.
That game is Stillwater.
Oh, it's Stillwater.
I think
it's Stillwater.
I'm going with the Oklahoma State Cowboy.
Tony.
Give me Baylor.
Shot.
I'm gonna go Baylor.
D. Randall.
I'm going Baylor. Anatoly said the game is in Waco.
Waco.
Yeah, I know. That's why I went Baylor. See, I still got my producer. I saw when he typed. That's when I went Baylor. As soon as I saw my producer type Waco.
That's why you hesitated for a minute too. Exactly. Hey, I get you. It's like a light bulb went off. It's like he was just sitting there like, oh shit,
yeah,
like a dead head, like then the light bulb went off. Like, oh hey.
I ain't watched a play from nan one of them. So so when he said Waco, I said Baylor with confidence too.
Tony Hill, you got
Oklahoma State.
I think Kelvin going with Oklahoma State. Vic going with Folk Valley. Even though we ain't got to that game yet. Everybody here gonna pick Folk Valley.
You gotta highlight it and put it on the screen so we can see what Vic said.
There you go. There you go. No rain in the forecast, so all you folks can go to the valley this weekend safely, unless you're flying in from Florida. Unfortunately, then they don't cancel all y'all flights. All right, North Carolina State and Clemson. That's gonna be prime time at Clemson because game day is gonna be there.
Who taking NC State?
I don't know. I think we all going with Clemson.
NC State got him last year.
That was last year. And it's at Clemson this year. Guess everybody going with Clemson, right?
I'm going Clemson.
Yeah.
I'm going Clemson.
That'll work. All right. Of course, this show is brought to you by buyaniceShirt.com. Get ready for homecoming. Bernard Ingram's going to be there. He's going to be there with all the paraphernalia. If you're Fort Valley alone or if you are part of the Panhandle at 9, buyaniceShirt.com is going to have everything you need for your wardrobe for HBCU wear. BuyaniceShirt.com. All right, fellas, let's get to
I like what Nikki said. She said the game's still on. Her and Bet say the game's still on.
my computer dragging just a tad bit. Hold on one second. Put a highlighter back on there. Now it's locking up.
Damn,
my
That water computer.
He was
Your video that froze up, Fade. You look stuck.
That water computer.
Yeah, you froze, Fade.
No, I'm not using that water computer. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you, but you froze up on the screen.
Man, okay.
Like
All right,
you got Tourette's.
You know what got Tourette's, Mike?
What?
You know what's got your ceiling?
Yeah, you think that's a? I don't give a fuck what Ratio say.
Hey,
Whoa.
See, now ain't nobody gonna be able to buy a nice shirt because you curse and use profanity.
Well, man, where our producer at, man?
Hold up. I'm like 50. Like Fade, the one made a comment about your ceiling. Tiny Head said something while you came on there. What I got to do with it?
I'm shooting at everybody. Fade gonna get it too. I'm shooting at everybody, cuz. Tiny Head gonna get it too.
Boy.
Tiny Head is sitting in a rocking seat like he in a nursing home already.
Nice and relaxed.
Like you ready to play shuffleboard.
Nikki,
I bet you can't stand up without that two tries.
We apologize for the actions of Atwater. He know it's not what he does.
Mountain Dew just called. They quit.
Hey man, Mountain Dew been gone from us.
It's all good, baby. It's all good, baby.
When Fade this Stephen A. Smith every week, we ain't got a sponsor yet.
I ain't got to worry about this no more. Malik Andrew got him shoot, but Malik is gonna be on.
Let's go, baby. You gotta filter through the noise.
All right, and let's move on to the NFL. As you see on the ticker right there, the Chargers touted as a Super Bowl contender, 1-2. Brandon Staley leaving Justin Herbert in with 4 minutes to go, down 38-10. The decision he made last year cost him going to the playoffs. I'm asking everybody this: is the seat warming up or is it flaming hot right now?
Well, Fade be trying to fire the hell out of these coaches.
Boy,
man, this dude here, man. Goodness gracious.
I'm just saying, like, the NFL is not for long for one. They gave you the best one, probably the best roster in the AFC, and you 1-2. And you risk your quarterback further injury in a blowout when you really should have went here and sat on the whole game. But that's neither here nor there.
Man, we need to be asking this question after 7, 8, 9 weeks, according to what they record looking like. And 1-2, man, you can't.
No.
I mean, what we got? What 2, 3-0 teams in the league? What, Eagles and Dolphins? So everybody's in that same little category, Faith. I mean, 1-2. I mean, come on now.
He one win away from leading the division.
Yeah, because I think Denver, 1-2 or 2-1. Raiders ain't won a game. Kansas City 2-1. Man, after 3 games, come on, man.
I'm just looking at his whole body of work. Decisions you're making right now. You cost your team a playoff spot last year. You keeping Justin Herbert in the way of harm with them ribs. He shouldn't even play last week. I'm just saying. I'm just asking if it's warming up, or is it hot, or is it still cold? That's all I'm asking.
No, he's good.
It's definitely warming up. No, I mean that's just the world we live in. And to your point, a lot of the chatter, during the off season was, he was hindering them and made a whole lot of bad decisions last year. So, it was already kind of warm. So, it's not flaming yet, Because I mean, pretty much the AFC West, man, is looking. I mean, looking like it's pretty much overrated right now at this point. You know, everybody was talking about how all the teams were great in that division, but I mean, you know, Denver ain't really looked good at all. The Raiders ain't won a game yet. Shit. I mean, it's still early, but definitely not living up to the top billing during the offseason.
But what division is?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody pretty much
I
in the
mean,
same. It's parity all across the league. Ain't nobody just
I mean,
really
honestly, I mean,
running away
honestly, you
with it
know,
though.
I'm glad you brought that up. You know, the butt of all the jokes, the NFC East, we shining right now in the East. Check us out.
My
For real.
boys.
I'm glad you brought that up. Check us out.
Cooper Rush, my quarterback.
I
My
ain't even just
quarterback.
talking about the Cowboys. I'm just talking about the NFC
The
East,
Eagles.
period. You
Yeah,
know
the
what I'm saying?
Eagles
The
looks
Eagle
good.
3-0, the Giants 2-1, the Cowboys 2-1, the Commanders, they suck. And I love it.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, you know, we shining in the East right now. But we supposed to be the worst division in football, according to, you know what I'm saying, everybody else. But like Atwater say, I digress.
All right, let me ask y'all this question then, right quick, before we get on to our I'm gonna ask the I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna go just for the Miami guys right here. For the Miami guys, are the Dolphins for real? Shot.
Honestly, man, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to say,
Stop waiting for Anatoly to give you the answer. Answer the question.
I think the Dolphins. Now, actually, I was checking the ESPN. But nah, I think they for real. I'm a Dolphin fan somewhat. I'm not still not sold on Tua, but the defense is legit. And at the end of the day, you got Jalen Waddle and you got Tyreek. So you got two of arguably top say 15 receivers in the league, and you got two of them on your team. If you was to do a race right now, they would probably finish one and somewhere inside the top five. Tyreek is probably the fastest guy in the NFL right now, and then Waddle isn't far behind. So, I think they're really, working towards Tua's game. They're really catering the offense to his game. Get the ball out quick. You ain't got to throw all those fast passes, all those deep passes, because his arm can't get it there anyway. But, I think so. Reluctantly, yeah. I mean, the whole Buffalo, that offense to 17 points in 90 plays is impressive. Impressive.
Tiny here, what you got for us? I got a feeling you're gonna be a little bit different, but go ahead.
I mean, the passing game isn't great, but if you look at the running game, they second to last in rushing. They're averaging 64-yard rushing the game, which on long term gonna be a problem. And then with the plus minus, they only +6. So if they don't do one thing right here and there, it can easily flip just the way it did in the other two games. So yeah, right now they're 2-1, but they got some things they got to work on. They're gonna stay on top.
They're 3-0.
Oh, my bad, 3-0.
I'll add one more little thing. I think this is a trap game, though. Coming off of a short week, going up to Cincinnati, and for whatever reason, everybody, writing Cincinnati off. I mean, not to say that they were supposed to get to the Super Bowl, but you still got a three-headed monster over there in Burrow, Mixon, and Chase. And don't forget about T. Higgins. So,
But this game here, Cincinnati favorite this game though. Cincinnati heavy favorite this game.
They get three. They get three
But no, I'm talking about as far as the bookies, they get them like 75% favorite. So a lot of money going toward that way.
Okay.
All right, let me ask this then: between the Eagles and the Dolphins, which one's more of a Super Bowl contender? Start with Damon.
Oh man. As of right now, I would probably say the Eagles. The rushing attack and the way they schematically is helping Jalen Hurts. The defense is not that bad, but I mean, time of possession with him running the ball, Devontae Smith, he got weapons that, along with himself, that can control the time of possession. And when he's able to be comfortable, he can pick you apart. I was not expecting this start from Philly, but I can see Philly actually making it to the Super Bowl. Not saying that Miami can't, but Tiny here brought up some points. I ain't know last in rushing. I can't really want to put Tua in a place where he has to pass all game. That will probably cause them to lose, especially playing a team like Philly who can beat you to death and wear on you for a minute, and who knows what'll happen. So I mean, I would go as of now. It can change. As of now, I would go with Philly.
All right, Tony and Mike.
Much as I hate to say it, I would say Philly, man. No, Philly's definitely looking good. I don't think they played anybody really. So I definitely got to make sure I throw my shot in there. But no, they definitely look out of the two.
Yeah, man.
No, they definitely look like they for real at this point. Defense is definitely awesome. No, that's definitely what stands out and jumps off the page. You know what I'm saying, when you watch them. Defense is phenomenal. And right now, no, Jalen Hurts got the weapons around him where he can, take his time and relax and let the game come to him. Just pick his spots, and he's playing well. No, he's really playing well. So, as much as I hate Philly, because they definitely is one of our rivals. I got to give take off my hat to them and give them their props right now at this moment.
Yeah, Davies coming on saying who has Philadelphia beat. Miami's beating New England, Baltimore, Buffalo. Corey Green said that the Dolphins are for real. He's not a fan, but he looked for real. Buffalo and Kansas City could come down there and win. Of course, Kelvin said both those teams that have players to take the top off the defense, and Anatole says Philly. Now let's go ahead and get to the picks, because we're going to talk about homecoming in a minute. That's one of our last topics. Those are the games we're picking right here. Miami and Cincinnati is tomorrow night's game. Let's go ahead and get y'all picks for that one. Go ahead, Damon. Who you got?
Shoot. I'm gonna roll with Cincy. Short week. I'll roll with Cincy.
All right. Shot.
Yeah, I got Cincinnati.
Mike.
Dolphins 4-0, man. I like Miami.
All right. Tony.
Cincinnati.
Tiny Head.
Yeah, damn. Cincinnati. Just because of the short week.
That was reason. That's my reason.
Yeah, same thing. Cincinnati gonna be on home too, so that's one reason why I'm picking them. Mario's also going with Cincinnati. Anatole going with Miami. T Mizzle going with Cincinnati. Let's see. Buffalo and Baltimore. That's gonna be a good one. Buffalo, Baltimore. What you got, D-Ronda? At Baltimore.
They at where?
At Baltimore.
I don't see them. I see Buffalo coming back with a vengeance. I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
All right, Tony.
You said it's in Baltimore?
Yep. Keep in mind, both teams don't have a secondary because they're Buffalo's secondary is out. Baltimore's secondary is just piss poor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Baltimore, man.
if that's the case, they still got Diggs, right? Buffalo still got Diggs, right?
Still got Diggs.
Yeah, well, that may be a problem.
I don't think they're gonna be able to do nothing with Lamar.
Yeah, Von Miller though. So that might be a stop. Shot. Who you got?
I mean, obviously, we could all be wrong, but to me, I'm going with Buffalo. I mean, I know Buffalo defense hurt, but you know, Buffalo still was able to slow down what we was just talking about, a high octane Miami offense, and Baltimore secondary can't stop little kids from crossing the street. So, for me, that's an easy one. I'm gonna go with Buffalo because Stephon Diggs and Gabe Wilson and my guy Isaiah McKenzie. I don't think Baltimore have an answer for them. They may call somebody else to come out there and maybe call Dion out of retirement or call Omar, and maybe he can go scare Buffalo from the wire. That's the only thing I can see anybody in Baltimore stopping Buffalo.
Mike.
I'm going with so they in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with my NFL MVP right now, Lamar Jackson. I'm going Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a chance on Baltimore also. Let's see. James Cook shot. All right. Tampa Bay, Kansas City. We don't know where this game is going to be played at, but it's going to be a home game for Tampa Bay either way. It might be in Tampa. They won it on Sunday night, so I don't know. It might be in Minnesota. That's the other option. Tampa's affected by Hurricane Ian is going to be in Minnesota.
It won't be in Tampa. Only thing they playing in Tampa this weekend is water polo.
Water polo and synchronized swimming.
Wow.
Sharknado.
Right. Mike, who you got?
I like Mr. Mahomes. I like Kansas City. For some reason, man, Tampa Bay having problems scoring. I don't know what's. I mean, I know they even had some guys out, man, but I like Mahomes.
Shot.
Oh, that's not easy, but Tampa Bay's been thrown off their schedule. They're actually practicing in Miami, so they're not even practicing in Tampa, which means they had to travel from, obviously Tampa Bay over here to practice, and then I guess they're gonna go from there to Kansas City. Too much dysfunction right now.
Then I'm guessing the hedges.
He said Benson and Harris.
Kansas City.
D-Round. I got you. D-Round.
KC, bro. They receiving core, Tampa Bay receiving core is Mike Evans is back, right? Is he? Is
yeah, he's back this week. Yeah.
It's still. I mean, Kansas City. TB missing Gronk right now.
Yeah, he is. Tiny Hill. I forgot to get your Baltimore Buffalo pick. Give me that one in Tampa Bay, Kansas City.
Shit, Lamar Jackson scoring like crazy. So give me Baltimore. And give me Kansas City. Tampa Bay can't score.
Let's see. Tony, you going with Kansas City?
Nope.
You going with me with Tampa Bay?
Give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm taking Tampa Bay. Let's see who else. That's everybody right there. Rams and 49ers, a rematch of the NFC Championship game last year. This is a Monday night game. I'm guessing everybody going with the Rams.
I'm going.
No shot. We pull this one out.
So Tiny had T. Mills. Tony, who you
got? Win it 17-13, baby.
I got the Rams.
I didn't say we pulling this out. 17-13. Tony said, I got the Rams.
I got the Rams by double digits.
Watch your mouth, boy.
D-Rounder.
I got the Rams.
Hey, Faye, can you highlight Anatoly coming? Because now I know this week that's a Ram. I thought it was a GOAT last week. I just want y'all to see my progress.
Hey man, did this dude got anybody else to throw to besides Cooper Kupp? I think Van Jefferson's on IR. Who else he got out there?
Allen Robinson.
Okay.
Van Jefferson out. He on IR.
Yeah.
He ain't played all year. So we got Anderson, we got Tony, we got Mike, we got
Allen Robinson and your boy Cam Akers woke up last week. And them boys, if them boys start running the ball, the Rams gonna be problems.
But they can't.
We gonna see.
Shot he at.
I got the Niners. I think Matthew Stafford. I think he's confused on what team he's supposed to be throwing the ball to.
That's true.
T Mills, why am I walking a thin line? What I done did? What I do?
Niners still got a good. Niners still got that defense too, though. So
yeah, we're giving them under 13 points a game.
Yeah,
they
still studs on defense. So
yeah, they still got that defense.
Keep our quarterback for sitting at the back of the end zone. If he can stay inside the goddamn playing lines, we fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a chance on 49ers. It's at San Francisco, so Santa Clara. My bad, Santa Clara. And Corey Green's going with the 49ers also. All right, let's get to the last side.
You trying to get back on T Miles' side, good side, man.
I ain't trying to get him nobody good side. I believe in porn star Jimmy.
Don't do it. We don't believe in that son.
I just know Matthew Stafford playing street ball with Cooper Kupp. If you ain't open, then I'm gonna throw it anyway. So he gonna complete the pass. It's either going to Cooper Kupp or the defense.
Or somebody else, yeah.
But he gonna complete the pass.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. If them boys start running the ball, dude, we gonna see, man. We're gonna see.
Defense ain't playing right now, though.
Yeah, I think they just calling plays. Hey, cool. Run to the 30 and turn around. That's the play now.
All right, let's get to our last topic. As you know, we're all alumnus from the Fort Valley State University. Homecoming is coming up this weekend. From all forecasts, where we've had some intrepid reporters tell us that the rain should not hit Saturday, so that's a blessing for those that can make it. So, as you see on the screen right there, that's a question right there that we're holding off to ask at the right moment. As you can see, Fort Valley Homecoming, your most memorable moment outside of September 1999.
What's so special about September 99? I'm just curious.
Don't worry about it. You already know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, but what's your most memorable moment at Fort Valley?
I mean, the most memorable moment, we living it out right now. Just the fact that been knowing all these guys 20, 30 years, well, almost 30 years, and the fact that we're still in communication and contact with each other. This is what it's about. Homecoming is about fellowshipping with, everybody. Fort Valley, it feels like it's just a big old family, man. And just the fact that, everybody on this post, we've been knowing each other since the mid-90s. That's what Homecoming is about. So it don't matter if it was Homecoming 2006 or 2016. They all important to me, going back to my school, but kicking it with the fellas, though. That's the most important thing. So I don't have a particular moment that stood out at any homecoming. I will say one thing about homecoming. I would like to send a shout out to Kent Schoolfield, because when he arrived at Fort Valley, to me it seemed like homecoming took went to another notch as far as like popularity and just people coming to Fort Valley. So that's the only thing I say about that. But yeah, the moment of homecoming is about what we're doing right now. That's what's important.
What you got, Pretty Tony?
I mean, the first thing that popped in my head was, I think it was 96 when Outkast and Dungeon Family and the boy came down there. They were still relatively unknown for the most part, except for a lot of us Atlanta people. We knew who they were and was in love with them. But when they came down to the performing at the homecoming, boys was inside the gym smoking, on stage. Like it was wild, man. It was wild. It was wild. So that's that. I don't know why, but that's what ran through my mind real quick.
All right, D Rondo.
Tony stole mine. That's the first thing that came to my mind. That one, that '96 concert. That's the first thing popped in my mind. That's the first thing. So that concert. Trying to think of another one. I can't think of one for pop in my head. That's the first one came to my mind is the concert.
Yeah.
It was the gym was like packed. At one point, you couldn't even move. And then somebody lit a blunt, and that's all it took. Everybody was in there. It was like the Thriller video and them zombies coming out it was so much smoke in the air. So that's the first thing that came to my mind. I think people had to get carried back to their dorms.
It was off the hook, that's for sure.
Let's see, Mystical was 96. Okay, 94, 95. Yeah, okay.
That was 94, 95. I thought it was 96, but that's the first concert.
I think Mystical came in 96, if I remember right. I don't know. I could be wrong. I remember. I think Outkast did. I can't remember. It was 94. It was like you said. It was between 94 to 96 when Outkast came. I just can't.
It might have been. It might have been 95. It was either 95 or 96.
I need to find out from MC because I think MC helped do the sound. Him and Torre helped do the sound for Mystical. I could gauge when they came. I think it was Southern Playlist that came out.
I forgot about Mystical. Yeah, that was straight too. I forgot about Mystical.
Hey, you might be right. Might have been 95 because their first album dropped in late 93, right?
Mm-hmm. Southern Playlist.
Mm-hmm.
So it might have been 95. You might be right.
All right, sign ahead.
It definitely had to be the first year after COVID. Finally going back. From somewhere you haven't been. And then, seeing everybody, everybody happy to see each other because everybody been locked in the house and been away from each other. One who made it, who didn't make it. So that was the one for me, just better to see everybody happy and back and still healthy.
Yeah, Anatole said with 94 for Outkast.
Okay.
Yeah. That was y'all first year, I think. Most of y'all's first year.
That was our year.
I was saying, for some reason, I remember it being my first year. Though I thought it was my second year.
So you're too high and dry.
I may be wrong. No, I am getting a little old. I may be wrong.
94 do make sense though.
Yeah, because that was their first album. I think.
Yeah, 94 do make sense.
Mr. Major, what was your most memorable moment?
Man, boy. I mean, they all that's just tough, man. Like, obviously, I think my most memorable moments would be the ones when we were alumni, because that's when you really went out there on the yard. I mean, with the tailgate, that's when it was really doing our thing as students. We kind of went to the game, and being from out of state, there was really no reason for me to go over there to the tailgate. But once you graduate, and you phone start blowing up, so I would go with two. It was one. I think when they had first moved the tailgate over there to the cow fields over there by the CTM building, for some reason that was just like epic. We stayed out there pretty much all night, and then you can't not talk about the short yellow bus. Like this.
Man, I forgot about that, man.
talk about the short bus. I mean, just to see everybody's reaction when we pulled up on the yard, the short yellow bus, like, you know, if you had pulled anybody prior to that and say, yo, what group would probably come out here in a short yellow bus, I'm pretty sure we would have been mentioning that group. And just to see people shaking their head like to me, that the short yellow bus was just epic. Like, you had people literally trying to get on the bus, like Spike Lee. They trying to get on the bus.
Hey, Tony, Damon, this was probably about 6-7 years ago. I took a short yellow bus from the school and drove it to homecoming. They thought I was playing around, and I pulled up on them.
It was you.
I pulled up on them in the school bus, and I opened the door, and they didn't know what was going on at first. And I opened the door, Tiny Head, Moon, Ratio, all of them, man, and we took the bus on the yard, literally on the yard.
Then we go to the party or to the club with the bus.
I think we did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, like so. Okay, see, now we about to start acting a fool. Like, again, just a backstory. You know, Atwater calls me. You know, even though we go at each other. You know, that's my brother. He called me. He like, hey, Shop, man, I'm thinking about bringing the bus. What you think? But nah. I'm like, bro, it's too late. You done boarded up. You got to bring the bus. Like, you can't come without the bus. Then I think he got a flat, so he ended up coming late. Like, yo, man, he got to get this bus in. So when he pulled up at Damon house with the bus, it was like nobody was like, man, what the hell? Everybody was like, I got front. I mean, yo, we took it really back to elementary, like, you know, everybody grown, like, yo, this the short bus, we all on it. And to see the people like, yo, they literally trying to get on the bus. And then last little part, I ain't trying to hog it. Last little part, when we got on the yard with the bus, so you had people tell me, can we get a ride 4 blocks down the street? Like, they really were trying to get on the bus. Like, the bus was epic. Like, you cannot talk about the bus. Like T-Miz was saying, you got to bring the bus back. You got to bring back the bus.
Hey, we got a picture of that somewhere. I think I saw a picture we got with all us on the bus.
We posed right in front of the Sigma house.
Yep.
I do remember one homecoming when we was actually students, when Mr. Todd Williams dressed up as Stone Cold Steve Austin with that.
Oh my goodness!
Man, had a case full of Budweiser, and he said he had on the cooler, "Don't touch my Steve Weisers." He had on some little shorts.
Hey, Tony
had on some little shorts with some high-tech boots with a leather vest and no shirt on. Man, I thought I was.
Hey, Tony, this is no lie, bro. Tiny Head and Dwayne had dyed his beard when Hulk Hogan had joined NWA.
No.
Hulk Hogan was in NWO at the time. So Dwayne was dressed up like Hulk Hogan, and Tiny Head was dressed up like Stone Cold. He had a wrestling belt and everything. Had a little black vest, shorts, the whole thing. And he was walking through the crowd. He wasn't cracking no jokes or nothing. He had a little earring in his ear, everything. He saw me, and he immediately Stone Cold stunned me in the middle of the game, in the middle. And he walked off, and they went and drunk beer. This is a true story, Tony.
High-tech boots tied up. They so tight. I knew his ankles was hurting because they was tied up just like Stone. I said, look at this dude, man. Everybody bust out laughing.
I got another Tiny Head moment, man. This was about 4 or 5 years ago where we had like a costume party. Tiny Head came to a house party. He was dressed up as Dragonfly Jones. #1 all time. He had on a red and black outfit like Dragonfly Jones. He was Dragonfly Jones the whole night. That is a true story, dude. True story.
Man. Silence, punk, silence.
Hey, and T. Miles, right. It was NWO versus NWA. These dudes were in the parking lot wrestling for real. Tig, it was all of them. We just in the parking lot wrestling. Like it was a real live match, man, for real.
Tiny Hill, man, that dude was stupid, man. He walked past everybody straight faced in the mud carrying can a cooler full of beer. He didn't say nothing. He just walked past you. And then when he seen Mike, he ran to Atwater, act like he kicked him and grabbed him and stunned him, man. We was hollering. I said, boy.
I remember that.
I do remember a moment while we're talking. Tiny Head and Damon can participate in this one.
Where he go?
We was at my crib out in Gano. Shout out. Don't mute it. Don't mute
the mic. Cut the
mic. Hey, Tiny Head already knew where he was going.
It was only a matter of time.
Hey.
They might get it
y'all done kicked him off the show?
Y'all
done trying to silence him. Go and tell your
story, Mike. Finish telling the story.
Go ahead and tell your story, Mike. Go ahead.
Hey, man, we was at the crib one night. Me, Todd, Dwayne, couple more people. And the founder of this show, somebody betted him an amount of money that he wouldn't run to the yard from my house butt naked. He had on some Reeboks.
That's some white socks.
And he had on some Reeboks. And the rest is history. I'm going to let Tiny Head take it over from there.
What?
Hey, Tiny Head like...
All I remember was them girls' faces in front of Josie Hall when he showed up.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Hey, man, look at, I forgot the dorm mother. I think the little had a goddamn heart attack. She didn't know who the hell to call, man. They didn't know who to call.
I was following y'all.
The man had a good stride pattern getting there, dog. He had a good stride pattern.
I was following y'all, and Faye was running on the side of the car. And Tiny Head snatched his shorts and pulled the car off, so he had to run. He ran right to Josie, stood in front of her, and took off. I almost crashed my car laughing so hard, bro. Mike was videotaping it, and we couldn't. I wish Mike had that, man, because all you probably heard was us laughing. When
Tiny Head got that tape, man.
And Dwayne pulled off Tony, Faye couldn't do nothing but run. All you seen was white Reeboks running towards.
Dwayne had a little black Honda, I think, a little black.
Oh my God!
Yep.
I say, Fave, you brave, brother. I got mad respect for you. But I don't know where you run to, Fave, because you took off like
he went to Josie Hall.
Flash, boy, you was faster than mine. Ain't nobody see you run nowhere else.
He went to Josie.
No, after he did that, he took off running away from Josie.
I went back to Gano.
He got in the car with us naked and went back to Gano.
So y'all let him get in the car naked.
Hell no.
I think I put my shorts on in the car.
He ain't jumping nobody's car. He took off.
I don't remember getting back in the car, but
he ain't getting nobody's car. Faye took off. That's why I asked him, what did he run to? That man ain't jumping. He turned into the Flash. As soon as he posed, man, that was hilarious.
Hey, I got to bring one up, Mo. This ain't on you, Faye. Rachel gonna bust out on this. This was probably about 6-7 years ago when 22 was upset that his jersey wasn't hanging in the new gym. That was a classic weekend because that's all we heard that entire weekend. Tony, let me paint the picture for you. These dudes right here made a T-shirt with 22 on it. These two dudes right here had a T-shirt with 22 on it saying he should be in the Hall of Fame.
I came the year after that. Because I couldn't believe they actually said Horatio and Mike told me the story, bro. I couldn't believe he did that. But Horatio told me the story, and then Mike confirmed it. I'm like, James.
You was there.
No, that was the year. He did that the first year. I came the year after because he had another meltdown because I remember Shot having his phone like this. And I was walking right next to Shot, and he was like, CD Rand, I told you. You thought I was lying last year, didn't you? Jinx is in the middle, like standing right in the middle, having a all-out fit. They should have put my number up there. If it weren't for me, it wouldn't have won the championship, nigga. I mean, he went in and shot straight face in the mud. See, D-Ran, I told you. You thought I was lying. I know. I came the year after that.
Hold up. Tiny Head, not to cut you. Tiny Head, you was there, right? Because that's when remember that's when the skateboard guy rolled past us by the Pettigrew building. Man, he say still going. I still got that video. Remember that?
Jamal Jenkins, I was not there, Jamal Jenkins. I don't know what they're talking about, Jamal Jenkins. I have nothing to do with any of this. So when Dude Goose this here, he coming for y'all ass.
Hey, so I sum it up. Like he was adamant about his accolades being displayed for all to see, and so next year, I had a shirt made that said "Retired 22 FVSU," and I think that kind of like sparked something. So he just went on the rant. At one point it was like, "Yo, bro, at the end of the day, anybody that can make a change, they out here at the tailgate with."
Never forget it.
That was a nice moment for the first time in 29 years. So that's maybe one day we could do a podcast on that, on whether or not Tutu should have been retired, given the accolade. The new gym was built. That's what it was. The new gym was built, and it wasn't put up in the new gym. So we was actually over there trying to get in to see the new gym, and he told the security guard who he was, and the security guard, was, hey, what that mean to me? So that kind of like sparked it. And I just, I was just trying to get, bookmark the event, the situation. That's all. Lost footage though. But Tiny Head, don't remember my man when I was skating, because I still got the video say still going. I don't know who car we was in.
Man. For those that's going to homecoming this year, make some new memories. Rekindle your friendships with your friends and don't get in any entanglements. All right? No entanglements. Or you'll be just saying. All right, let's get to our party shots. I'm going to start with Pretty Tony.
Mine's short and sweet, man. I got some good news. I think it was Sunday. Everybody that know me, that's close to me, man, know. Rihanna, man, I'm super huge fan. That's my baby, and just found out that she's gonna be doing the Super Bowl show this year. So I'm really excited about that. We're gonna be real dope. I'm sure she's gonna put on a good show. It will be definitely good to see her out doing her thing as far as musically, because it's been quite a while. Been waiting for an album for a long time. Now she then, got booed up and got a baby and the whole deal now. So I'm definitely gonna be interested to see how it turn out. But I'm sure it'll be great. I can only imagine who may be with her. May see an appearance from Jay. I think it's gonna be a dope show. It's gonna be hard to top last year, but I think it's gonna be a dope show.
All right, DM Randall, what you got for the people?
First of all, rest in peace, Coolio. That was a shock to hear that today. But
my brother.
I'm gonna say I watched the game, Lions game. They had a couple chances to win. Some poor coaching decisions. I will say that the Lions look as if they want to play for Dan Campbell, but right now it seems like he over his head, and I just don't know. I mean, they play for him. But, I mean, you got to be able to coach too. So I ain't asking for the man to get axed. I'm just gonna pay close attention to his coaching, because if he's not ready, I don't know what else to do as far as, or what to think at this point, because it's difficult. You got a player's coach is just not doing the right thing. They had that game won, in my opinion. So it's just something to watch, something to look at. Just see what he do. I know he can't go out and bite nobody kneecaps, so we gotta see what he gonna do with his coaching paralysis, what his brain talking about.
All right, tight ahead. Where you at?
The Kansas Jayhawks, 4-0. You know, when the last time you could say that Kansas Jayhawks was 4-0? I don't even think that even happened in our lifetime. So for Kansas to be 4-0 right now, hey, that's just really something that everybody's sleeping on right there, you know. So let's celebrate Kansas while they're 4-0 because they usually win what 2-3 games a year and they're already 4-0. So that's my surprise there. That's something I would not expect.
Jamal Jenkins, what you got?
I made this comment about a year ago on this show about Deion Sanders being a candidate for a coaching job on the FBS level. And as of today, Deion Sanders' name with the 3 P5 vacancies, Auburn, Nebraska, Arizona State, Deion Sanders, and Georgia Tech is another one now. Deion Sanders' name has come up for all these jobs. These are the reasons now why I think Deion may not take one of those jobs. Number one, his name is prime time for a reason, meaning he doesn't want to go to a P5 school like an Auburn, like a Nebraska, and ruin his image of being prime time. Secondly, Deion can recruit right there at Jackson State. He had the number 1 player in the country come to Jackson State. Why does he need to go to a P5 school? With all that being said, you won't stop hearing Deion Sanders' name for being a Power 5 college football coach. If he gets any job, I will assume it will probably be any job in the state of Florida. Georgia Tech is not the job for Deion Sanders. He's not going to be able to recruit in Atlanta and get the players he wants at Georgia Tech.
Auburn fired the coach already?
Yeah, Auburn fired him. No, they ain't fired him, but he gonna get fired. He coming. Hey, they were gonna fire him last week, man.
That damn Fave Jr.
Hey, I'm about to say, dang, you talking about being fired coaches.
Yeah, my bad, Fave.
Hey, did he say yeah they fired? Like, damn, hold on.
Wait, no
I just asked, should he get fired? You're fired the man already.
My bad, cuz. But Georgia Tech ain't the job for Deion. That's not the job for Deion. Deion is not gonna be able to recruit and get players at Georgia Tech.
No,
Georgia Tech
or Auburn. Well.
No, man.
Oh boy.
No.
Georgia Tech, though, you're not gonna be able to get them guys at Tech.
Well, but you know what we can get though? We get that Black Thought that's sponsored by Henny and Coke.
Hey, Mola, why we keep talking about Deion Sanders? Like, I'm like, cause you left out the part where you had Deion Sanders going to USC. That's where you had him going. And then you said the second candidate for that USC job was Mario Cristobal because he's an LA guy. I got the clip because everybody bust out.
So, I mean, what I'm saying, though, but when I made the comment about him getting a P5 job, you laugh like you laughing now, like it's not possible. That's the point I'm making.
Well, I didn't
like
say
Deion's name has been coming up for 2 years on head coaching jobs at the P5 level. So what's so funny about it?
Right, but his name is coming up. Nobody's even mentioned him interviewing. Like you can come up with names all day. That's speculation. Again, the same way you said Mario Cristobal might be going to USC because he's a LA guy.
Yeah,
those were your comments. He's a LA guy.
Yeah, it's working out for him in Miami right now, ain't it?
Okay, I mean he got an L.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
go with Black Thought. Hey, Fade, hit him with the Black Thought. Let's see how that works for you, big guy. That'll work for you.
Not working out.
Yeah, just like yours when Michigan was gonna beat Georgia in the semifinal last year, right? Continue. You can continue.
Yeah, like yours when you said the next show you would be a little bit lighter.
Yeah, just like yours when you said you're gonna have a little bit more hair on your lip.
But anyway, I'll go ahead and proceed with my black thought. And I just want to mention something about they have this extremist group that participated in the January 6th insurrection called the Oath Keepers. Now you may say, okay, well, why we still talking about January 6th? I'm gonna keep talking about January 6th because it's relevant when you talk about when you talk about the people that were a part of the Oath Keepers. And so this list was leaked out to the media, whatever, all of the people that signed up at some point in time as members, paying members of Oath Keepers. And this group consisted of judges, politicians, that's senators, congressmen and women, and other elected officials, as well as administrators in the school system. Now, again, you can pretty much, sign up for whatever you want. There's nobody in my school system that prohibits me from signing up for the NAACP. But registered member of an extremist group, that means, in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, you could be living a double life because at some point in time, you are a member of an extremist group that supposedly, allegedly, believe in white supremacy, and then you're also sitting on a bench judging with black people as defendants or even plaintiffs. You're judging against that. So I'm just bringing the light to that when we start thinking that this social injustice is getting better, that is not real. It is, because you have these people that are presiding over cases that are, and I'm gonna say this part for the last, presiding over cases, supposed to be protecting our neighborhoods, supposed to be making laws. They're supposed to be governing laws and making laws for all people, but you're part of an extremist group. And then the last but not least, some of these people are actually standing in a classroom, supposedly caring about what happens to black and brown kids. And I just think we should all be aware of that. Don't dismiss something if you're a teacher or you're a law enforcement person. If it looked like a duck and it sounds like a duck, it's probably a duck. That's my black thought.
I'm gonna be very brief on mine, right quick. A couple weeks or a couple months ago, I discussed the disparity of African Americans as the number one commentators, where we have one African American commentator in the NFL, in Mike Tirico. I apologize, I made a mistake. We actually have zero. Mike Tirico, in a recent article a week ago, said he doesn't look at himself as black. He's Italian. Mm-hmm. I thought to myself, he said he.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Faye.
Yeah, you good. He said he's Italian, and he just don't look at that in a way. So this is somebody that looks like me, kind of talks like me, even though he got his education from Syracuse University, one of the finest mass comm departments in America, with Northwestern. I just got one thing to say to Mike Aloysius Tirico. Nigga, you black. You're a nigga.
Oh my God.
You blackity black.
Wow. Jesus.
Shut the fuck up.
Gracious of life.
Shut the fuck up. Sit down. Hush, nigga. You look just like me.
Whoa.
You get kicked out of the restaurant just like me. You get followed in the mall just like me. You get pulled over just like me. You blacker than black. Shut the hell up. Talk about you Italian. You black.
And there goes the Pure Life Water endorsement.
I guess when you
Fabian does not necessarily reflect the views and comments of all the other participants on this show. Just wanted to say that.
Fuck that. I'm with you, Fade. Fuck him.
I like my job.
Man,
all right,
we done turned into NWA. Good gracious. Wow. Oh, goodness. Oh,
I agree with you on that, Mike.
Whoa,
Hey, man, that CB4 that thing?
Hey.
Huh?
Okay, with that CB4?
Boy, that's what we on. Good, great.
We want to thank you for watching our show tonight. Don't forget the Fort Valley Boys is now on Sundays and Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
Look, Rachel, look at his fingers.
Let me do my Michael Irvin.
Fade went straight Easy E on us.
That boy went nuclear.
Man.
Don't forget our show gonna be on Sundays and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. On Sundays, me, Tony, Big Straw Anderson, and whoever else want to pop on. We're gonna talk some pop culture, baseball, basketball, and Wednesdays we'll delegate that to college football and NFL. So check us out on Sundays as well at 9 p.m. on Facebook. Peace up. We out.
Hey, we praying for you, Amika Udoka. Praying for you, dog. Udoka, we got you.
I don't even know what Buddy did.